OK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, oh, maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. And he's safely on the green with that shot. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
Oh, just missed. Just a 4-footer remaining. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. He's in a share of 10th position. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
Oh, well done. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
This really looks good.
Oh, what a super shot. Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Yeah, well played. 18 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
Hey, nice looking line. And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this 4th hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Taking aim from around 190 yards here. Only 2 shots off the pace. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Oh, that's a nice line. A well holed. You'll take the birdie.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them.
Little birdie look in here.
Okay, steady now. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely through the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Putting for a par now. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And back to the course with the live action. Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. Get in the hole. That's disappointing. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. Yep, you'll take that.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And that makes him tied for first. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Well, that's a handy shot. Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Well, they've found the bunker, but a chance to maybe save from there. Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. Ooh, nice line. I like their courage to be able to get that to go down and save the hole.
That a way to grind it out in the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. The par 4 7th, a little dogleg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
From around 140 yards here, he leads the field by a stroke. Going with the pitching wedge here. Should find the green here. A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And that will take him to 5 under. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Leading by a couple after that hole. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the North or the South course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Well, this would be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. Just didn't drop. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. So far, so good, but it's only early days, Rich, in this rivalry.
Up early on their rival, which is exactly where you want to be, but a lot of golf still to go until the end of the tournament.
Nicely done. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
That was a beauty, right against the hole. And now over to Tony Finau.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Okay, time to return to the action. What an opportunity to make a birdie. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 7 under. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Ouch, that hurts. Well, I don't mind this par putt. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Taking aim from about 170 yards.
Wind straight down.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
They've chosen to club down on this one. Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Let's take a look at the current standings. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Getting ready to play their third.
Pro tip, when it's breezy, swing easy. You're welcome.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Hey, that's a chance. Yep, nice to make a mid-range par putt. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Let's see what happens here at the 14th. And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
Wind is going straight at his back.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one needs to kick left. Outstanding approach shot. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Well, that'll play. He sits in first position. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Yeah, the breeze ruffling their shirt, hitting their back. It's going to be tough to control the distance here.
Going with the 7.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Wow. Let's get back to it, shall we? This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. 16th, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. Oh, I like the look of this. That's outstanding. What a putt. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Now 8 shots in front. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
That's well played. Pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
That's frustrating. 8 feet to the cup.
So far, so good.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And here we are with the third shot.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5. You can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Playing from around 240 yards. Going with a 3-wood here. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. Like the look of this one. Round now in the books. Good luck next time. That's a nice way to start this tournament, opening up with the first round lead.
Absolutely it is. You always want to see your name up on top of that leaderboard, no matter which round you're in. After the first round, though, so far, so good.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this player starts their round in the lead. What's the game plan for them today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
My heart's pounding, my palms are sweaty. Let's see how they play out. Choosing the 9-iron here. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Well, would have been nice to get the birdie, but a par never hurts. Starting the round at even par.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Currently in first position. Let's see what happens here on the second hole. Oh, that was pure. Well played, mate. What's in front of them, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
That's a fast start if I've ever seen one, Rich.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. This one's a par 3.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Nicely done.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. That was a gallant attempt. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. It was on a good line. And this one is for bogey. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Setting up now on a par 4.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Second shot here on the 4th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. 5 feet coming up to the cup. And nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. Always the toughest hole in the game, a long par 4.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Nicely done. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got, oh, I'd say roughly 120 here.
Just needs this one to kick right. Fairways and greens. Easy game, isn't it?
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Oh, how good is that? Buries it for birdie as well.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Oh, so close. Putting for par. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe?
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
This shot here from about 240 yards. Opting for the 3-wood. This one needs to kick left. Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Ooh, that almost went down. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. Currently 13 under for the event. Teeing off here at the 7th.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th.
This one is chewing fiber.
Great shot into the 7th and a chance for birdie.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
The dreaded shove always hurts on the greens. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. This hole is a par 3. Going with the 6-iron here. And tidy looking shot, that one.
And if they didn't have their rival Tony Finau's attention before, they certainly do now. What an approach shot.
And that will drop in for birdie. Currently 15 under par for the event. Oh, looking to make a statement here, going with driver off the tee.
Luke, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
Five wins so far this season. Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck. Will he be able to get out of this one?
He's going to need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think a sand wedge is good enough to get this out.
Trying to get to 16 under with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
Tracking. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Birdied their last hole.
Time for the 5th shot. Ah, what a shot from the bunker. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And Rich, as we make the turn, I'm interested in your thoughts on this player's performance so far.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. Setting up in the first cut. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good. Yep, they Houdini'd that. That's brilliant.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. Still in the lead now after that hole. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
That's inside the house of opportunity. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
This is... Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that looked to be a bit of a misread. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Well done. And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, how good was that?
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right, the rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
Opting for the 6-iron. That should set up another chance. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
He's looking at 20 foot. This will be a good putt to hole.
Okay, steady now. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Not a bad line, this. Yeah, good job. Nice par. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. We have a par 5 on this one.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. And here we are with the third shot. A look here to get to 18 under the card with this putt. It's tracking. And down it goes. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Time to face a par 4 now. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Time for the second shot at the 14th. This is looking pretty good in the air. A wonderful shot into 14. It sets up another look at birdie. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Lining up from the sand now. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Nice putt to make that one. Give yourselves a pat on the back.
Yeah, that is not what you want to come up against mid-round, mid-rivalry. That was mean.
Oh, good look at a birdie here. Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. He's currently sitting in first place, stepping up to the 16th tee now.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt, to say the least.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Bit too heavy-handed there. Putting for bogey here. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Time to face a par 4.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Opting for the 9-iron.
They've decided to club up.
That was a beauty. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Yep, tracking nicely.
And that will drop in for a birdie. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. They have put some hurt on that ball. Send it. Taking aim from around 240 yards out here. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Oh, just missed. This one's for birdie.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And another round safely in the books. Well, how good's that golf? All day just looked in complete command of their game.
They are. They're in a great spot. They can't quite get too relaxed as of yet, as there's a lot of golf yet to play. So they really need to focus in going into that next round.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.